Good morning, my wonderful subscribers, my army of Trevich and Cultus, and I will point out, my 80 brand new members. Thank you very much for continuing to support my channel. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, why not? It's free. Yes, and we're back, and it's Friday. Thank Crunchy, it's Friday. So what's happening this morning? Well, Sebastian's mum agreed this morning. She says, Trevor, tomorrow then, ask Sebastian, does he want to go fishing? I'll drop you off at 10 and I'll pick you up at 5. Wow, it's a long day. I said, Sebastian, do you want to go fishing? Yes, Dad, let's go. So I went and organised our lunch for today, little snacks and flavoured water, so it's all packed, we're ready to go. So she'll be here just before 10 and we're off fishing for the whole day. Yes, just remember, tonight I do have a live podcast with Nick Dunn, ex-paratrooper, maritime security. Going to be interesting, a great story. So put that in your diaries for tonight. Sorry about last night. Things happened and we just postponed. I just said, listen, it's okay. We're all busy. We've all got things on our mind. We can postpone things. It's easy. Anyway, so I been up this morning. Love the emails. Loving all the messages. Thanks very much, everyone. So the news. Now, I did state yesterday that I was going to stop talking about H&M. I said that. And the truth is, I am. Someone sent a nasty message going, Trevor's been bought. He's been bought. I haven't been bought. Listen, the sooner we make these people irrelevant, the sooner they will off. Exactly. Off. But there is stuff in the media, and I will discuss things which are in the media, which are new. I'm not going to drag up old news. We all know that people are despicable. We all know that's despicable. But new things that developed, of course I will be talking about them. Right. Big thing in the UK, massive at the minute, and this is, yes, Sir Stasi Stammer, our new Prime Minister. I cannot believe people voted for that party. I really can't. You're all brain dead for doing it. You really are, but some people did it. I didn't. And I'm proud I didn't. I stick by my morals. So what's he doing now? Well, he wants to ban smoking outdoors. Smoking outdoors is banned. Now, we know that smoking indoors is banned, but now he wants to ban smoking outdoors, which I find a very, very strange move. Does he want to be ousted by his party? Because I believe, having done a little bit of research, I think there's just under 100 Labour MPs are all smokers. So he's lost their support, hasn't he? He certainly has. Nigel Farage smokes. But I find this weird because we knew during a while when we were all locked down that there's one rule for some and one rule for the other. We're hearing about a two-tier policing system, a two-tier Prime Minister. Well, guess what? If you're ever in London and you look over towards the Houses of Parliament, there's a little walkway there where they all have their drinks and they all smoke. Yes, that's where they go to smoke. So will you now be zooming in and taking photographs of MPs that are outside smoking when they've just brought in we'll have to look at this. I think this could be the downfall of them. I hope so. There's also saying this morning in the media that lots of pubs are going to have to close because they rely on smokers to come in and have a beer and sit out in the garden and all the rest of it. Yeah, they rely on it. So he's destroying the economy, which he says he's going to help build, which is a little bit strange. And when I talk about the economy, it leads me on to my next little topic. Check this here out. Wow. And I had to write this down because I always want to make sure. Record number of migrants living in Britain are jobless, with 1.6 million of them claiming employment support. Yes. So in the past, I think 2 years ago when I brought this up and I said, well, all these people arriving on the boats are getting welfare and they don't have jobs and it's putting strain on the NHS, putting strain on the dentistry, putting strain on the economy. Hotels are being closed down and functions and things are being cancelled. Weddings are being cancelled. The staff are being laid off and the people being put into these hotels don't have money to go and spend on local amenities, and the local amenities are collapsing and all the people say, oh no, that's racist. Well, it's actually a fact. It is a fact. I've seen it. In Ipswich, we had the Novotel Hotel, which was shut down for God knows how long, and all the staff were laid off. Because the Home Office had given the owners of the hotel a big handshake with a big cheque in order for the hotel to be used for these people who didn't spend any money in Ipswich. No, they didn't. Do you know what they do when they get their money, their employment benefits and stuff? They send it home to their family. So you're taking that millions out of the UK and you're giving it to another country. Anyway, there we go. It's just one of these things. It's not my fault. I didn't do it. I'm sure we've all heard about Strictly Come Dancing, haven't we? And all the controversy about, you know, did he do it? Did she do it? Did he do it? Did he not do it? Is he a bully? Is he not a bully? Well, the BBC have now cut the funding for Strictly Come Dancing. So all those days we used to see a superstar, a Rod Stewart standing on the dance floor singing a song and the dancers and all, those days are coming to an end. It's just going to be a shit programme now. Yeah. And I remember going back, and if you look at the thumbnail, you'll see, I think it's, don't want to say her name in case I pronounce it wrong, but Artem won one year. The guy standing with a crystal ball, you see him standing there with that ball? Well, yeah, he's been arrested in America and accused, or should I say, arrested with suspicion of carrying out domestic violence. Now, no one should ever endorse domestic violence. It's a disgusting thing to do to people. But it's suspicion. It seems everyone associated to Strictly, it's like the Strictly curse, isn't it? Everyone's falling down. Wow. Wouldn't happen on Bruce Forsyth's watch, would it? Yeah. But I think a lot of people now that work for the BBC think, I can get away with this here. You know, they endorse it. That's the impression. That's all I'm saying. That's the impression that they give out. Yeah, they'll cover things up. They have in the past. And what have I got here? Under a new Labour plan, employees will now be able to demand from their employers a 4-day week. They will be able to demand a 4-day week. Now, that sounds great, but let's look at why they can, which I think is strange. Workers that are contracted to do a certain amount of hours can do those hours if they can compress those hours and do them in 4 days. Then they can have the 5th day off. Now, that's putting a lot of pressure on those people. I find it strange that Labour are putting this out because it doesn't make sense. For instance, if you're working 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, people work their lives around that. But if you want to cut 8 hours off, you can maybe do 2 of those hours. So maybe you can do a 4-day, 10 hours a day. It's a lot of pressure on someone, you know, to put out that amount of work. But yeah, that's what Labour want to bring in. Let them do it. You don't have to do it. But I think that if you go under the new Labour government, and if you go into your employer and you start demanding a 4-day week, I think that you'll have every day free. Just my opinion. There we go. Right. Now here's something that I heard today, and I had to check it out. Did you know that Sir Keir Starmer, our Prime Minister, has decided, now in Downing Street, there's many rooms, many corridors in there. Well, there is a room called the Thatcher Room. I know who it is, but the Thatcher Room, named after Baroness Margaret Thatcher, our previous Prime Minister. Whether you like her or not, I don't care. I thought she was fantastic. She was one that went, no, let's get back and remove Argentinian soldiers from the Falklands. The Falklands is British, and we did it. And we won. She's the one that said, no, send in the SAS. I want the world to see what happens to terrorists if they try and take on the UK government. And it was filmed, the Iranian embassy siege. She did loads of things. She's the one that said back in the day in Northern Ireland when you had the terrorists hunger striking in jails, she's the one that said, no, let them starve. They do not demand from me. So she had a set of cojones. And I know she did bad things to the mining, but things have transitioned. But, so, let's get back to the story. Sir Keir Starmer has taken down a portrait of Margaret Thatcher from the Thatcher Room in Downing Street. He said it was unsettling, and he's taken it down. That is disgusting. Your downfall is imminent, Keir, because you have lied about everything that you said you would do to get you in power. You're now in power, and you're actually, in my opinion, not delivering. There we go. Right, I'm going to end on this little story, which I have to end on it. It's about the wonderful Princess of Wales, Catherine. Did you know that the Princess of Wales has chosen, she made a decision many, many years ago that she would wear British designers' clothing. She would wear the clothing British. She never wore the big fancy things. The ones that were in the media, the highlight ones, the fashion walk ones. She wore British designers. And she has helped, and I wrote down, she has helped transform the fortunes of British designers. She's added £1 billion to the British economy. But I would be wrong not to mention that the hostage's wife, when she was on her first walkabout, she carried is it called Strathberries? A Strathberries handbag. And they're saying that it's down to her, from her first walkabout, that it helped increase Strathberries by 14 million. Wow. Wow. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. 17 million. Her walking around with a handbag helped increase the sales of those bags by 17 million. The Princess of Wales has helped transform British fashion industry by bringing 1 billion to the market. Just want to leave it there. Some people have class, some people don't have as much class. Some people are fashion icons that people look up to. Some people are just people that people look up to. Anyway, listen, have a wonderful day, people. Remember, keep your circle tight, get rid of all negativity, and keep moving forward one step at a time. And if you get the opportunity, why not join my channel as a member and help me get to my first 100 members? That would be awesome. And if you don't want to do that, please keep leaving your reviews on Amazon. I appreciate it. Anyway, listen, need to go and get changed, need to pack away the packed lunch. I need to get out the fishing kit, and we are going to, I know it's a little bit early, but the early bird gets the worm and all that. Have a wonderful day, people, and stay safe.